Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. It's the weekend and it's always good. It's a good time to be alive, but also I love weekends. And I know some of you work weekends, but it's still good out of 7 days to get 2 days. 2 days to refresh. Okay, so welcome to this live stream, and hopefully today I'll be able to help you out again with another pattern that can really, really help you in your trading, experience. It is an experience, really. Ersin, welcome. It's good to see you. And there's so much to learn. Don't ever get to a point in trading where you stop learning. It's not possible. Don't ever stop learning. And secondly, always remember the statistic that 90% of traders fail. And so think about it. Only 10 people out of 100 are going to survive this whole trading game. I mean, yeah, I call it a game. It's a career. Some people, I guess, go to, take exams and, I don't know, go to school to learn to trade. And because I started off trading on the side. It was a side hustle. I challenged myself to learn something new. I've always been into shares, buying shares, and it was just a natural progression for me to get into trading. But then it was so many times I felt discouraged. When I looked at the losses, I had more losses than wins. If that's anybody out there, then I'm talking to somebody. You'll have more losses than wins. Thank you, Ridwan. Thank you. I do spend a lot of time on my videos. Ridwan says your videos are so explanatory. And in case you guys didn't know, I am a teacher. I'm an engineer by profession, but I chose to go into teaching. I homeschooled my own children, and I still homeschool kids, and I tutor high school kids. I even have some college kids that I help out with their professional exams. So that's what I do for a living. But anyway, I guess it was easy to bring those skills into creating my videos. So thanks for that. The video is blurry. I'll see what I can do about that. Does that help? Salil says the video is blurry. Did that do anything? I hope so, because I don't know what else I can do about it. Okay, so it's time to learn something. Always good. Time to learn something new. And hi CJ, and that's one of my students just streaming in from all of 15 minutes away from where I live. I've been homeschooling CJ for the past, how many years, CJ? Since he was a little lad. Thank you. Okay, so trade this pattern and increase your wins. And it's so important to learn the patterns. Listen up. Trading without your technical analysis is like trying to get to a destination without a map. And so all we do with technical analysis is we're trying to look at historical data to help us to predict what the charts or what the market wants to do in the future. So that would be in the next 1 minute, in the next 5 minutes, in the next 1 day, in the next 1 month. And with this understanding, then you're better able to know, to make those close to perfect entries into your trades, and all those, and that most important, all important exit. I have some students on my Telegram group. Sometimes they'll get into a trade and then they'll text, oh, I want to exit the trade. What do I do? No, that's like driving and not knowing where the brake is. Getting into a car, you're driving it, and you don't know how to stop the car. Don't ever get into a trade if you don't know what to do to exit the trade. Okay, so CJ says, I've been teaching him for 3 or 4 years. Yes. And it's a good experience. And so my 11-year-old student is on my live stream because, CJ, are you 11 or are you 10? I think, CJ, you're 10. So, yeah. So my 11-year-old student, whatever he is, he's on this live stream because I guess he wants to learn how to be a trader at the age of 10. So you're never too young and you're never too old to learn to trade. Okay. Double tops and double bottoms. What are they? Double tops and double bottoms are important technical analysis patterns. They're used by traders. So if you are a trader and if you're not using it, then I don't know what to say. And it's not so much that you use it particularly, but you observe it. And once you observe that pattern forming, then you're better able to inform your next move. Do you enter the trade? Do you exit the trade? A double top has an M shape. Now I'm going to move down to my diagram. So here we have, where's the double top? So we have price action would have been heading up. It hits a resistance point 1. It moves back down again. It hits another point. It travels back up again, tries to break above previous resistance 1. It does not make it above previous resistance 1. And then what does it do again? It attempts, then it gets rejected at previous resistance 1, making this a second resistance point. When it gets rejected at previous resistance point 2, at previous resistance point 1, making a second rejection, then that gives you an indication that if you're in a trade, it gives you an indication that this baby is going down. That's it. So if you're in a trade and you're in that trade and then it retraces down to the neckline and you're hopeful and it goes back up and you're like, yes, it's going back up. And if it can't break above the previous resistance and if it heads down and if you see this M shape, then it's best to just get out of the trade. You get out of the trade once it breaks below the neckline. Now I'm going to go to some live charts so you can actually see a double top. I'll move to my charts. We'll come back to the double bottom. So when we go to the charts, now I have been trading BNB. BNB has been making some awesome moves. But right here, I have BNB. I'm going to show you. I have BNB on the daily. So this is a daily. Let's change this a bit. Okay, so this is a daily of BNB. I'm going to zoom out. Sometimes, like what you do, you got to learn to play around with your charts. You got to zoom in, you got to zoom out, you got to change different, time frames. You know, you're just trying to get an angle to see. It's almost like cleaning your windscreen when it's raining. You're just trying to get a better feel for what's going on. So we have BNB, and this is a daily. And for those of you who don't know BNB is a coin, the Binance, it's the Binance token for the platform, the Binance platform, which is the number one, pretty much I would say the number one crypto platform, I guess, in the world. Okay, Ridwan said he just joined the Telegram group. Good for you, good for you. Lots of information on my Telegram group. There are just a lot of traders on there there's a lot of communication that goes on. And I notice also that when they run into difficulties, there's always difficulties. There's always sticking points. There's always dead ends. You're trying to move a coin. You don't know what to do. It's giving you an error message. The group tends to be, just that resource that especially newbie traders can use to get their questions answered. So I would suggest you do join the group. I'll answer your questions when I'm done with this. So now we're on the daily, and I'm trying. So we just talked about, what did we talk about? We talked about double top. Did we talk about double top just now? So let me find a situation with a double top. So this is, I'm going to go to Ethereum. I found an awesome example on Ethereum, but going all the way back is where I found it. So I went all the way back to, this is like 2017. So, and I found it down here. So I'm going to zoom in. To zoom in, by the way, on TradingView, you hold your control key and then you move your mouse to keep the section of the screen that you're interested in. This is the part we're interested in. So this is our double top. Now, the thing with double tops is they may not be as clear cut and as perfect as, in the textbooks, where the second top is exactly at the same price level as the first top. But this is what it's going to look like. Zoom in. If you zoom in too much, sometimes you lose the orientation of the shape. So let's just keep it this way. And this is our double top. Now let's look at what happened. This is a daily. So we have Ethereum over so many days rises up to this particular first spot, resistance spot 1.1. It then, look at this cross. If you don't know about death crosses, check my videos on death crosses on my channel. Here we have a death cross, and I have the EMA, I have the 8-day and the 20-day EMA here. So they're crossing, and of course it goes down after the cross. So now we're at this bottom part of the M. And then price action starts moving up again. But I'm going to draw a price level. And I want you to take note. I'm drawing it from this point, which is the first resistance point. And when we do that, can you see how, I don't know, is this, how many months later? Let's see. This is June 2017, and this is September 2017. So that is 3 months later. We have Ethereum hit this price level of, believe it or not, guys, Ethereum, which is now about $2,800, was in 2017 $398. Imagine if you'd picked up a few of those. It hits $398, and over the course of about a month and a half, it comes down and it travels down. Then when it's traveling back up, guys, at the same, literally the same price point, it hits another resistance. The same resistance created 3 months previous. So if 3 months ago I had this white price level on my charts, and if I was in a trade, and I'm so happy because you can see, let me draw a vertical line. You can see to the left of this vertical line, everybody's happy. Everything is green. You wake up in the morning, it's green, and you're doing well. Once it approaches the white line, I need to begin to be observant of the fact that we got rejected at that price level 3 months prior. There is a greater likelihood, again, technical analysis is a game of probability. There is just a greater likelihood that there will be price rejection. And that's exactly what happened. And over the next, it looks like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the price again came down. Of course, we know since then, Ethereum has come back again. So that, my guys, is a typical double top. You always want to look out for them when trading. So let's get back to the double bottom. I like double bottoms because here the double top is a bearish reversal. It gives you an indication. It says it's a bearish, it indicates a bearish reversal in trend. So the trend prior to the double top was bullish. You hit 2 double tops, then it's a good sign that the trend is reversing, which is what happened in the case of Ethereum. I love double bottoms. And double bottoms, again, identify the fact that we're looking at W's and M's. Your M-shaped data on your charts is a bearish trend. Your W-shaped candlesticks, they give you a bullish trend. Now, I am more a bullish trader than a bearish trader. So I like my W's. So a W does the opposite of what the M's do. They're called the double bottoms. And it says a double bottom has a W shape and is a signal for a bullish price movement. So with the double bottom, you're already in a downtrending market, indicated by the red. So it comes down, it comes down, it comes down, and then it hits an area of support 1. And then it heads back up to the neckline, and then it heads back down again. And surprisingly, at that same price level, at that same area of support, there is a greater likelihood. It's always about likelihoods. There is a greater likelihood that there will be a bounce upwards. So this, again, we're going to look at on the actual charts. Now, guys, this actually happened over the last. Now, one thing that you have to pay attention with is the fact that these patterns evolve over a period of time. And so they're not, you just have to observe them over a period of time. So if we go all the way back to the last couple of weeks, so I'm going to go back. Okay, so here we are. Oh, guys, look at what Ethereum has been doing. Does that not look beautiful? Like to the moon and never coming back again. That would be awesome. Okay, so this is Ethereum, and we'll zoom in. I'll try to zoom in anyway. So going up, and then pulling that back. Do you see what I see? What I see, I'm going to draw a price level. I see a support. Now, this is just so beautiful about the charts. The first thing is, if you look at that EMA, the yellow EMA, which is my 20-day moving exponential average, can you see how price action comes down and bounces off the 20-day? It bounced off the 20-day on the 19th of April, the 20th of April. So price was coming down, down, down. I use the 20-day, I use my EMAs all the time when I'm trading, because when you're in a trade and you feel it's time to come out of your trade, I'm not too big on stop losses, on setting stop losses, because trading cryptocurrency especially, I'm more long-term. I'm more long-term. Okay. So as compared to when I trade stocks, I'm purely a day trader, almost purely a day trader with stocks. But with cryptocurrency, I'm more long-term. But I will use the 20-day, and look at how it comes down, and it bounced off the 20-day. It goes up, it comes down again, it bounced off the 20-day. And where is our support line? Our support line is going to be at this point. Now, look to the left here. This point, this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all these candlesticks touched. I'm going to start drawing it from the left. There. So resistance to the left here. We move on. Resistance here, but price action breaks above resistance. That's always nice, but we come back down again. Are we going to break below? It's not resistance at this point. It's now support. Are we going to break below support? No. It bounces off it. And my guys, this is our first bottom, and this is our second bottom. Can you see the W? Let me try and create that W shape for you. Down. This thing is I find it a bit awkward to use actually, this tool, this particular tool. Forgive me, guys. I don't want to get rid of that. I only want to get rid of that. Okay, so I'll start again. This tool comes down, up, down, up. Okay. And that, which is good. We can see the W. You can see the W. Okay, this is the neckline. So first we have support, where not only did it bounce off the 20 EMA, it also bounced off the support there, the white support. So it bounced off the 20 EMA and the support line. But this neckline, now this is the neckline that it talks about on my document, this part. And I'm going to give that a different color for clarity. Okay, we'll make that a red. You see, that red neckline is so important because it's at this red neckline that if you were out of the trade, you're going to go back in the trade once you see a close above the pink price level. Price action has to close. And we're not looking for a close above the daily unless you're in it for the long term. You're usually looking for a close. Just depends on how you trade. Let's come. Okay, I lost that again. Let me just stay with the, let me stay here. Oh, guys, look at the, if you look at it now, can you see this beautiful W? And this is what your double tops and your double bottoms do for you. Beauty in action. You can't go wrong. And that's why I said, trade this pattern and you will increase your wins. And being a profitable trader is about having more wins than losses. You're going to have losses. It's just the way it is. Okay, and I'm done with my teaching. So let's go over to the questions. I love this part of the live stream, the question part. I'm going to leave it on here. Okay, probably need my glasses for this. I'm actually using two screens and my questions are further away on my back screen. Williams Mary. Hi, Mrs. Lolu. Mary chatting from Nigeria. I love watching your videos because I always learn new and winning games. You know what, Mary? I wish when I started trading, I had access to something like what I've set up on my Telegram group, especially because, oh, it was like a nightmare. You start learning to trade and you get so excited that, oh my goodness, I can make money. And it's almost like driving a car and all you know about is the accelerator pedal and you have no clue where the brake is. It's a disaster. And I'm not surprised I lost so much when I started trading. Henry Jerry, good day, Ma. I think I joined your Telegram group but have not been seeing updates lately. It's Saturday. I upload 3 videos a week and I will put my videos on the group and I will respond to questions when people, I have 2 other admins, awesome, highly intelligent guys that also help out on my Telegram group. They're very learned and they're very, they're veterans, I would say, in the whole crypto field. So if you have a question, a crypto question, you will always get it answered. If not by me, then by my 2 admins or by others who just have answers to your questions. Martins Juba. He's greeting me in my native tongue, Yoruba, telling me, well done. It's a pleasure. I do what I love. Okay, let's see. Profiting in a bear market. Dave Smith, hi, welcome back. Profiting in a bear market. You got to be very observant also of your double tops. And yes, you can profit in a bear market. If you trade futures on Binance, yes, why not? I'm not a bearish trader. Ridwan, would you advise margin? He asks. Would I advise margin? You've got to know what you're doing to trade margin. And I would advise that if you're new to cryptocurrency and you haven't started registering a profit, consistent profit, keep away from margin. It's like high school math over here in the United States. In 9th grade, they'll learn algebra 1. In 10th grade, they'll learn algebra 2. 11th and 12th grade, pre-calculus, calculus, or AP calculus, which is advanced placement calculus. You're not going to give an 8th grader advanced placement calculus if they haven't mastered algebra. So that's my analogy between margin trading and spot trading, or just trading without margin. Okay. Robert Dawes, let me know. You know what? I'm going to take a pause. First, let me know where you're trading from. I always like to know where you're trading from. Some of you have told us you're from, Mary's from Nigeria. Yeah, but let us know where you're trading from. 1, 2, hit that like button. So this is a commercial break. Hit that like button. You know what the like button does for creators like us? It's your way of giving back to us. As creators, we spend time, and all that, creating this content. And you hitting the like button simply tells YouTube to show our videos to more people. It simply gives us a thumbs up approval. So that's the only way I ask that you help me. Help me out that way. I am a small channel, and my hope is that I become a big channel one day. And I can do that with your like. So if you haven't hit that like button, now is a good time. And that's the end of the commercial break. So Robert Dawes, can I review the altcoins I'm hodling? Okay. So altcoins I'm hodling, I'm always hodling Bitcoin. So I'll use Bitcoin in 2 ways. Every probably 2 weeks, at least every month, I will purchase some more Bitcoin. I've been holding Bitcoin for a little while. And I'm also holding Ethereum, obviously the number 1 and the number 2. But at the same time, I'm using them to trade. But when I use some of my Bitcoin and Ethereum to trade, I make sure I replenish my stock. So that way I'm always in Bitcoin, I'm always in Ethereum. I'm hodling Doge, guys. I am hodling Doge. If you look at my chart, you'll see these are some of the cryptos that I have traded, at least in the past, I would say in the last month or so. I'm hodling a few of these. I'm holding Cake. I made a video on pancake swap this past week. So it's a good one if you just want to be in the know of what it's all about. How is pancake swap used? How do they come across names with food? The token for pancake swap is cake. So watch that video. Yeah. But I'm holding Doge. I have actually been holding Doge since 2017. Sorry. I've traded, sold some, made a little profit, but I just want to hold it. And the returns have been crazy. My returns on Doge have been crazy. So what else? Dave Smith is from the UK. That's my country of birth. And I started off my education in the UK before going back to sunny Nigeria. Now I'm based in the United States. So the only two continents I haven't lived on are, I guess, Australia and Asia. Urson says, can I trade with EMA, the 8 EMA, the 20 EMA as a day trader? Okay, so this is what's going to happen, Urson. Your 20 EMA, your larger EMAs are just to help you identify trend. So you're going to use your 20 EMAs. If you're a bullish trader, you always want price action to be above your 20 EMA. And if price action were to fall below your 20 EMA, then you want to be looking out. So if we look at, oh, and you know what's going on? I need to mention this, BNB. I'm actually hodling BNB as well. And if you look at BNB, you'll see another, see if you guys can identify that W. You gotta play around with it so you can see what's going on. Zooming out is good. Can you see the W? After a while, you'll get used to seeing these. But I see the W. It's so clear. And this is on BNB. There. I don't know what I'm going to do with this tool. I love to use it, but I just can't get the hang of it. There. 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 And there. We expect it to keep going once it passes this price line. You see that? You see how so this is the double bottom, and this is on BNB. Okay, so back to that question. The 20 EMA. So Urson, look at this. Can you see how this price action is just staying above the 20 EMA? It just stays above the yellow, staying above the yellow. So that's what you use your larger EMAs for. Your smaller EMAs are the ones as a day trader that will inform you of your entries and exits. So to day trade, I use the 3 EMA and the 8. When the 3 crosses above the 8, I begin to consider entering a trade. When the 3 crosses below the 8, I consider exiting the trade because I'm a day trader. I want to enter a trade in that same day and I want to exit it in that same day. So I hope that answers your question. I mean, you gotta, guys, fall in love with your charts. You play around with your charts until you can see what the charts are trying to tell you. Yeah. Oh, Dave Smith, you've been trying to recover an old Doge wallet from 2050? Beauty. Keep on Googling, keep on searching on Google. Every question, just Google it in. I actually, fortunately, in 2017, 2015, your Doge would have had so many zeros in front of it. It's not even funny. The Doge I bought in 2017 it wasn't a lot. It was probably between $50 and $60. Is over $1,000 now. It's pushing 2,000. All I bought was $54 worth, and it gave me about 6,000 Doge. So it'll be you'll be in crazy profit if you can recover that wallet. For those of you that trade cryptocurrency, it's important that you keep your information in one spot. Keep your information, your paper, wallet IDs, your passwords, everything. Just keep it in a book, one book. Keep it online, keep it in several places. Physical copies, online copies of your information. Not online, sorry, but you got to be careful with the information you keep online. But what I mean is on your phones. What are some of my important indicators? Well, support and resistance. Don't even enter a trade without understanding where the support and resistance are for that particular security you're about to enter into. Support and resistance lines are simply price points at which there's a lot of trading activity going on. So a lot of bots, trading bots, have been set up to buy and sell at those points. And it's because of that that you will have this situation here with Binance. It's because of the fact that at this price point, you see this price point, this pink price point, there were bots set up already to buy. As soon as this price came down, the bot had been programmed to say, once you get to this price level, $481, buy. And so this bot is buying hundreds of thousands of millions of these coins, and it sends the price back up. That's what your support and resistance tells you. Same thing happens at the resistance levels. And so that's why you have that's why you can have a change in trend, because there's more buying than selling. That'll send the price up. Or there's more selling than buying at your resistance. There's more selling than buying, and that will send the price down. So I'm just keeping an eye on the time. Okay, I still have time for a few more questions. Some of my important indicators. You know what I was saying on my Telegram group just yesterday? Somebody, there was a newbie, and she was asking, she said, her question went something like this. I'm new to cryptocurrency, and can you please tell me what's a good coin to buy? Or something like that. And I responded. I'm sure others responded and told her what coins they were into, but I also responded and I said, cryptocurrency coins are like people. They have different moods, and you got to catch them on a good mood. So Dave Smith caught Doge when it was in a very good mood. But if you try to buy Doge now what's Doge trading at? Let's go to the Doge chart. Yeah, it's about 36 cents. Guys, look at all my support and resistance lines. I think I used Doge in my trading analysis last week. So let's get rid of all those. But I'm constantly plotting these lines because I'm in Doge, and I'll sell a little and then buy again, and but all in all, I'm holding the bulk of my Doge. And so someone who buys Doge at this point, someone who was a newbie and bought Doge here, and caught Doge in a bad mood, even though it was at the almost literal all-time high of Doge. So Doge is having a field day. It's like it's gone to 40 cents or whatever it is. Yeah, but for you to enter it means you're entering it at the wrong time. You don't buy at the high, you sell at the high. So anybody who bought Doge just 41 cents has been holding the bag for like 2 weeks. They've been at a loss. They went into that at a loss. But someone like Dave Smith, who bought his Doge, how many years ago is that? 8 years? 6 years ago? He bought it when Doge was in a good mood. So you got to be careful. And I basically said that, and then I said, just follow your technical analysis. Learn your technical analysis. Double tops and double bottoms is just one more thing to add to your list of different patterns that you know to look out for. You know, when we're driving on the road, there's not just one road sign to help us get to our destination quickly and safely. Lots of road signs. Sometimes it's the one that we lean on. You know, if a busy road will have lots of traffic lights, the highway won't have traffic lights, and then we switch our strategy. On a highway, we won't be looking for traffic lights. On a highway, we'll be looking for speed limits. So it's the same with trading. I use a range of indicators. I'll use the MACD. I'll use the RSI. I use my patterns when I see a pattern forming. I've done a series of videos on trading patterns. You got to be able to identify patterns. I use my Fibonacci at different times and in different setups. I hope that answers your question. Henry Jerry, what is my advice to someone trading futures on Binance? So first of all, I'm based in the United States and we don't have access to futures trading on Binance. But I do a little futures trading. So I hope to create a video sometime soon. But I traded options in American stocks, which is a bit similar to futures trading. So I'm still working on it. So what would be my advice to someone trading futures? It's the advice, Henry, is going to be the same as if you weren't trading futures. Learn your charts. Learn your technical analysis. Let it be your best friend. Be able to identify what the charts is trying to tell you. Know your support and resistance levels. Work with your moving averages. Sometime soon, I'm going to create a video on price action. There, you have some traders who don't even use indicators, but they're more seasoned traders and they follow pure price action. So they're simply looking at the candlesticks, and that in itself can inform you of what to do or what not to do. So oh, Dave Smith, you said you mined. Oh, you mined your Doge. Very interesting. Yeah, I didn't. I just bought Doge out and out. There were so many zeros in front of my Doge when I bought it. That's why I could buy up to 6,000. And I think we're gonna call it a day. If you don't have any more questions, it's always I always enjoy my time teaching, because the neat thing about teaching is, as the teacher, which I am actually a teacher, as a teacher, you almost sometimes learn more than your students. It happens that way. Sometimes just listening to some of the questions you have, help me focus on those particular areas, and it helps me as well. So that's good. Dave Smith, I hope you can recover your Doge for as long as you still have access to something. Depending on where you bought it, whether you said you mined it, you need your password, you need your username. I'm trying to think. I bought my Doge on Bittrex. And I actually forgot I bought Doge. But I have this book where I keep all my information. And recently, when Elon Musk started tweeting about Doge and the price of Doge kept on, moving up, I looked in my book and I was like, I'm sure I have some Doge somewhere. And there it was. I'd written it all down. And the only coin I had on Bittrex was Doge. So I must have, back in 2017, I must have opened a Bittrex account just to buy Doge, because there was no Doge on Binance. And still till today, there is no Doge on Binance USA. The Binance USA, the USA version of Binance is probably the most restricted of all the Binance setups in different countries. I was helping a student based in, I think, the Netherlands, and I was able to get onto her Binance account to help her out. And she must have had like 4 times more coins available to her on her Binance setup than we have in the United States. So trading laws are very, very, very tight over in the United States. And so that's not a good thing. But the beauty about crypto is where there's a will, there's a way. If you can't buy something on one platform, just Google it and search it out. CoinMarketCap. If you let CoinMarketCap be your friend. Go to CoinMarketCap. And when you go to CoinMarketCap, I'll probably do that as a last thing here. If you go to CoinMarketCap, and here I must have been looking up SafeMoon. So SafeMoon. And if you go down somewhere, it'll tell you I think this is it. It'll tell you the chain swap. No, these are tokens. CryptoX. Let me go to a coin I'm familiar with. Let's do, say, I've been searching on Cake of this past week because I had to make a video on Cake. Ooh, the price of Cake has come down. I'm trying to see where it is. Somewhere on here, you can actually see the... Oh, it's right at the bottom, guys. It tells you what exchanges actually hold the token you're looking for. So I can find Cake on Binance. Is that the one? I can find it on KuCoin and so on. I'm sure this is the one. And it also tells you that, you know, where you can, if you want to trade perpetual futures, plain futures, it tells you if where you can do that. So I'd have to go to this particular exchange if I wanted to trade perpetual futures of Cake. But CoinMarketCap, I mean, just, yeah, spend time on CoinMarketCap. It's a great website. CoinGecko also gives you similar information. Okay. Oh, when I get to 10,000 subscribers, yes, because I'm about at 5,000 subscribers. I'm a little under it, I think. So Ridwan says, appreciate the post. Celebrate for us when you get to 10,000 subscribers. I'll think about that. Think about how I want to celebrate. Okay. So I really appreciate the time you spent with me. I'll let you all get to the rest of your weekend. And I hope you learned something today about the double tops and the double bottoms. Go do some research, go back onto your charts, try and identify some of these patterns and see what happens afterwards. Again, remember, it's all about there being a greater likelihood that the patterns will follow through in the way they say they will follow through. There's a greater likelihood. And when it doesn't follow through, then we call that a fake out. So always be careful when you're trading. I wish you all the best. I hope to see some of you on my Telegram group. And if you have no more questions, I will see you all same time, same place next week.